Right. Boltons versus Stark. So it's new Game of Thrones, right?
Correct.
So 3 inches. Within 3 inches, you get to control the ranks.
Mm-hmm.
New tactics board. New Starks versus Boltons. So we've got. Is it Rob? Rob Stark Commander. Yeah?
Exactly.
Rob Stark
In
Commander.
Berserkers.
Greywind. Winterfell Guardian. Telly Cavaliers. Well, change.
The more things change,
And
the more
Winterfell
they stay the
Guardian
same.
in Ravagers. Okie dokie. And then I've got double Blackguard, one with Ramsey Commander with Theon, then Blackguard with Steel Shanks Ben Bones, Dreadful Archers with Damon Dance for me. Then NCU wise, I've got 2 NCUs because it's hard to run 3 NCUs without access to anything below 4 points, 4 points or less. So I've got Walder Frey and Walder Frey, just to use things. And we've got Howland, Caitlyn, and Sansa. 7 versus 6.
So you get some pass tokens. Nice.
Last two.
I'm just lazy playing the same list I played against Alex.
Roll for terrain. 4 pieces, yeah.
Yeah.
It's impossible. Oh, never mind.
6.
Mm.
Question, Bryce?
I was going to ask if it's impossible for the wolf to die, but I guess it is possible. You just have to use your last action and then
Just
a
have to
first
kill it.
activation to do it.
Kill it.
It could be really,
6,
yeah.
6 versus 2. You've not got any range units, right? So place a palisade.
Oh, shocker.
Shock, horror. Yeah, I guess. Something like that. I don't know.
I just leave the center open.
Big bounce if you.
Wait a second. I have to check what the second effect of the
Weirwood is.
no, of the I think I will place a Borg actually.
Bog. Hindering and
Borg
rough,
in the
so
center.
-1 move and get the.
I will place a 3, whatever. Fuck it.
Okay, which gives
You have Blackguard, so
Berserkers and Ravagers now hit harder.
yes, because that's a silly thing.
CP there. Ross is in. Are you playing so popped in? There's a custom balance patch for the game. Yeah, custom balance patch means stuff without that. But this is playtest stuff for the new 2026 game that has come out. Guess what? Got me when. Yeah, it's going well. Going well, Ross. Nice. 6 again. Woo! I'm going to pick this side.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you to play first.
I'm just my wolf here.
All right then. Cool. Game's still alive. Game's still alive, Ross. Okie dokie. So I think I'm gonna see as I go, which of Blackguard right here in the middle. Dudley, who's the Ramsey.
So Ramsey heals a lot.
Ramsey heals a lot. Yeah.
Let's just put Rob in the center.
Hence. Congratulations, Rob. But Steel, Shanksy, Boltony. I will just. Tullies. Blades.
Nope. Ravagers. And remember, you are allowed to mulligan.
Yes, mulliganing. Woo! Mulligan.
But I will keep my cards.
I guess I will get rid of mine because very good. So I'll mulligan these three. What's the mulligan rule? Do you put your hand back first?
Yeah. Yes, you do.
You can draw the same cards. So it's
Yeah.
the worst Roderick. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Okay. Okay. Sure. I can roll with this. You get to choose turn order. I chose.
Yeah.
Who's going first?
I think you can go first.
I can go first.
Well, go have fun.
Fantastic. I'm going to activate World of Fray.
Yeah.
I'm going to take that horsey zone. And I get to do a 3-inch shift on battlefield unit. 3 inches here. And then I may pivot. I am not going to. And then I will influence. Ram unit. I think. Yeah, Ramsey's yours.
Sure. I'll just go sensor on the letters. Nope. I'll place 2 condition tokens because you have 1 zone. And I'll make you.
You said letters, not.
Crowns. Yeah, sorry, I meant crowns.
Okay, so you just get 1 condition.
Nope, because I can use her top ability.
If that zone's effect count. Roll your miss.
Yeah. Count your units.
Oh. And it counts as 1 additional zone, not the zone you're.
Yes.
Which is stupid.
Wait, no. Why is it stupid?
So I can. So the thing is that this counts. You control 1 zone when you take this. You get 1 token. Hear me out. You control 1 zone when you claim it and use the ability. So you get 1 thing. That's what you get. Your base effect is controlling 1 zone. Then you get plus effect for every other zone you control.
Yeah.
Sansa's ability, if that zone's effect counts the number of zones you can, you may instead count the number of zones controlled by enemy council units, which is you control 1 when you do this effect. I control 1 when you do this. So the effect should be identical, but because it's specifically set on other zone, it means that Sansa is de facto always getting more power if your opponent has activated it. Which is why
No,
it's
because
stupid.
if I have two NCUs on the board and
Yes,
you only
it
have
would
one,
still...
then Sansa does nothing.
No, but it would still do nothing, correct? That's my point, is that like Sansa doesn't do anything. So as long as you're behind on the NCU race, Sansa is objectively a positive thing.
Yes.
For a 5-point NCU. Just checking, yeah, what I'm saying is I think that that's
basically,
not how it's supposed to work.
If
I think it's supposed to count the number of NCUs that are on the board for every effect, rather than saying this one other zone you control, if that makes sense.
No.
You see what I'm trying to say?
No.
No, okay. I'll try and explain it better. I'll try and explain it better. But yeah. Okay.
Like, I don't understand what the problem is.
No, what I'm saying is Sansa... The way the zones are written is you don't get one effect per zone you control. You get one effect per other zone you control.
Yes.
And because Sansa, by definition, is taking a zone herself, right? It's the other zones that matter for the effects. Her ability says you may instead count the number of zones controlled by enemy council units. And it says it counts the number of zones you control. Well, if you actually read what Sansa says, if that zone's effect now count, it's basically trying to say that you can control the number of opponent control, correct? But it will always be one more zone. If the NCU enemies has activated NCU, always be more than Sansa possibly control unless you activate it, which you're not going to do because I know what I'm trying to say, but like it's. I think Sansa was designed at a different stage than the tactics book. In the same way we've seen with all the... to me, there's an alarm bell there immediately with a 5-point NCU that immediately gets more power from every single pretty much than any
like
of the...
like, for example, this guy always gets +1 when claiming the forces, right? But he also has other abilities.
So
while Sansa is basically a +1.
Who gets +1?
For clan. Howland
so
gets
this
+1
guy.
for.
Whereas,
and she basically gets +1 on the crown.
And he's a 6-point NCU, and she's a 5-point NCU, gets +1.
Yeah, but Howland also has an insanely powerful influence ability.
Sure. Yeah. It's just an observation. That's. I think quite clearly designed a different. It still doesn't matter. Yeah. Cool. Well, I'm going to activate Damon Dancer. Activate.
Half 12. So that's Ramsey, right?
That's Ramsey.
I think so, yeah.
I go there instead. So you're inside 12.
Yep. So let's go with Howland read on the letters. Draw 2 cards. And influence the archers.
And now they train.
No, the entire battlefield.
Influence friendly units. Influence enemy units. Treat type it or dangerous. Okay. That seems just stupid. And it's time you move.
Yep.
It invalidates having low. 1 hit plus 1 for the remaining 4 hits. Okay. I will activate that unit, and I will pass.
Why are you passing?
Why? Don't need to take. I know I could heal with other effects. Fine. Fuck it. I'll take the hits. 4 hits. I'm not gaining anything by. What?
Also, the thing. No, it's 3.
Any action. Dangerous. Units charging through. Units performing actions while in strain or moving into it, out of, or through it. So, yeah, so don't want to actually.
Dangerous happens afterwards, right?
After?
Yeah.
After completing that. Okay.
Yeah. Also, you can only go 9 because it's also rough or hindering or
yeah, it
whatever.
gives hindering and rough.
Yeah.
That's as rough. Heartless Giant says, I think she's meant to be a late stage CU rather than a CU that out of the gate. NCU is already doing my head in. Heartless Giant, if she is meant to be, then that's not how Sansa is actually designed. She works better objectively compared to your own system. She should always be your first NCU, pretty much, unless your opponent is just your first. Yeah, it doesn't work in the way that you think it does. Yours.
This is silly. A place with preposition.
Shift.
Shift 3. No. Oh wait, that's a shit. Yeah. Yeah. I'm smart. I was for some reason I thought yeah, but no, yeah. Guess activate my Ravagers. Do a shift here. I will do a maneuver. One thing that I hate is that, like, in the old version, I would basically pivot like this so if you charge me, I would gain the flank, but I guess you're not that.
It just doesn't really work.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Then. Kills.
At least Greywind can still do his thing. I get there. No. Can't. Yeah. Man, this fucking sucks. I'll just go. Yeah. I basically just don't want to block myself here.
You're not going. What was your outside?
Yeah. I mean, easily.
Cool. Fine.
Yep.
Shift for 5. 10. Activated. Turn.
Two, 5. Uh, I'll brave it to here.
Brave it.
Yeah.
My Walder, she will go to Swords. I'll heal 2. And yeah, you're
Yep.
base movement 6 or 7, right?
So I will charge you here.
You need a
Yep. I'll use Devastating Impact.
Yep.
To reroll.
reroll all charge brain penalties. That's hilarious. You actually hit.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Freeze a hit.
Yep.
And successfully, before resolving that charge, target maybe.
Wait, Horrific Visage, right?
Horrific Visage, no. Would attack this unit or when an enemy engages unit, would attack this unit or before that unit attack. Before it performs that attack or I think you take a Horrific Visage.
Yep. So 3 dice because of the.
Of course, well. 4
Nope.
dice.
It's 1 inch.
What?
They changed. It's no longer 6. It's not 6 inches.
Oh. Oh, right. Okay. I didn't realize.
So 8 is just barely a pass, yeah.
5 goes to.
So I have 7 dice on 3s. Unless you want to play something.
No, let's just go. Do
7.
you have any keywords? Wondering, right?
Thundering, yeah.
7 on pause. Take 4. And a panic check. 3 dice. At minus nothing. No panic on a 6. Take out the highest dice, which is a 5, a fail for 2.
No, it's
Wait,
take out
it's
the
the other
lowest.
way? Yeah, you took the lowest dice because you're on the tree.
Oh, sorry, I said lowest. I thought I was taking away the high.
Do you have anything after the attack?
No.
So at the end of my turn, I will play hit and run. Wow.
Action.
And you become weakened
I already
again.
am. Seven is.
You could go here. Are you allowed to pivot?
Yes.
Maybe I will go here. Yeah. Then after completing, I will use this order. Yeah.
I can see where this is going.
Can you see where this is going? I don't know.
No, I can see where this is
Uh,
going. You're just going to
Uh,
charge my heavy infantry religiously, continuously, and I'm going to never be able to actually hit you. I think that's what's going to happen.
I mean, your archers are also about to have Rob in their face, aren't they?
Yeah, they do, but like again, I can't stop that from happening.
Well, he's going to get to maneuver them again.
Yeah, I
Off
understand
the
that.
totally charge, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
That's not a worry to me, though. Cool. And it's your activation with your
Yeah. I can take Caitlin, but she passes because there's nothing to do.
bags anyway. Cool. And that's the end of the round. No. Round
I'll
two.
discard.
Um,
Yeah, I'll also discard the cutting retreat. Draw 3.
so
Well,
I'm going to discard. And
this is stupid.
um,
This is very stupid.
noticing a problem in it. Start of round.
Nothing.
Yeah, I'll start a turn.
Nothing.
Damon does. Great. Oh. Yeah. Is it pivot? Pivot move. Pivot, then perform a. I have to. So I could. So
Isn't Damon actually a maneuver, though?
not in the
Oh
card
no, it's
here.
pivot and then shift. Yeah, true. Oof.
Starting to think that. I think I'm just going to come back.
Okay. So let's go with Howland on the horse. Howland here, and I get to shift. Is it? I can actually pivot and shift and then pivot.
Damon also becomes vulnerable after his dance.
Only 3.
He gives +1, right?
Okay. Just count as having more zones than I do on the tactics board. for all effects. Like, it's just fucking stupid. Like, the tactics board's just better for you, and it's not about the quality of your NCU effect. Aggravating. Particularly fun. Dies.
Even mind
Vicious.
you, if you only shift 1 inch because everything is rough, right?
And I get dangerous hits
hindering.
as well.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think this guy is actually just overpowered.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
I think this guy would be a good, maybe even a good NCU for
The current
game.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, just giving units permanent dangerous. It's not the thing. This is a classic example where like this is just isn't this effect just fun, right?
Yeah.
Like there's nothing you can really do about it, and it's just gonna happen. And it's like, cool. What do you do with your unit? And the answer, like, if it's a low armor unit, I'm probably gonna get killed. And especially if you're allowed to threaten like this, which is very hard to stop you threatening me with the amount of movement you got. Unless I'm like sat behind a unit. Even if I was sat here or here, you're still threatening me, right? Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't feel good about it. Not okay. Okay. Plus side is got bad morale right now. Fuck it. Activate this unit and shift back 1 inch.
Okay.
7 dice on 4s.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. 5 hits.
5s.
Oh.
4. Panic.
So your panicking on a 5 goes to
corpse.
7 for vicious, and you take removing. So you take 3 more.
Ouch.
And I will play Fear Keeps a Man Alive. When an enemy battlefield unit fails a panic test, target any number of friendly units in long range for each targeted unit. 3 here.
Yep.
Then I take the hits.
But is it in long range?
Yeah.
Oh, holy, that's
Odds
balanced.
And then I'll take 4 hits for the vulnerable, right? 4 hits for so 4 on 5s, and I'm vulnerable if you want me to reroll any of it. Currently saving 3.
Yeah, vulnerable.
Right.
I mean, this is kind of a problem. Because this is an auto in charge. So start of turn, I will place 50 position.
Yep.
I will activate, and then I will charge you.
Sure. I don't know why you're rolling it. And you can't roll this up.
Yeah. Point.
8 dice.
I'll make you vulnerable with Northern Ferocity.
You get rerolls anyway. Any destroyed ranks. 8.
Yeah.
I was sundering, right? So 6.
Yeah.
I'll
From
reroll
you.
with the vulnerable. Then the vulnerable. Yeah, I'm dead. You score every point.
I mean, I think this is very stupid already. I mean,
I mean, I actually have almost no way of getting over to you. Can't do that maneuver.
yeah. Oh, right. I was just considering if it's possible at all.
Yeah, to sit and be within 3 of both.
Yeah.
You got 7.
7.
Probably want to go back. Yep, 2.7, and
Uh,
I'll give you 3. Yep.
okay.
Geometrically, it's possible, and if you're closer to this one, you'd actually have to go further back. Obviously possible with your more that
Yeah.
way, coming this way. All right, my turn.
Yeah.
I will go. Uh, I think I'm going. Boulder Fray Crowns. I'll heal 1 to this spray. Then I get to weaken a unit and a 1 zone itself.
Mm.
So I will. Ravages.
Okay. Then I can use Caitlin's ability.
Once Brown if kind of practice zone effect. Right, okay.
And make you vulnerable and
What?
weaken. Thank you, Mickey. We can.
I didn't even.
I think you
I've
might.
literally not looked. I've not looked at what you're doing. What?
I like that his NCUs are just better. Like, they're just better.
Also, my NCU costs 5.
It's not.
Yeah, I think it's
They're
so
just
stupid.
better.
It's just not. This is not a game, right? This is not a game. Sorry, but like.
I mean, Mickey, he asked you if you wanted to be Starks or Boltons, and you picked Boltons.
Yeah.
No. I just didn't mind. I actually genuinely didn't mind.
Well, that's when you lost.
Let us with
that decision.
Yeah.
Grab the swift reposition back to my hand with her second ability.
Hang on, you grab this. He claims the effect if your opponent controls crowns. Instead of this effect is growing stars, otherwise discard 2. Right, okay. I mean, this. There is it. My turn.
Yeah.
Call the fray, bags. I'll influence this unit.
That's funny. Oh no, it's shift and then pivot. Yeah.
Shift, then pivot. Not even shift. What?
I keep like
pretending your cavalry is cavalry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Then this would be kind of. If I charge you, you're probably in my front. Okay.
Rowan coming in.
I can make it. But you would cancel that and then it would suck.
Come on.
Yeah, whatever. Let's just play the swift reposition.
Rinse shift pivot.
Then I will activate them.
Charge.
Yep.
You don't have to roll it.
Yeah, true. I don't have
Like
to.
you did. There's no point rolling dice for this. Weirwoods now have you hit harder.
Yep. So 7.
Yep.
You become panicked.
They automatically become panicked when you attack me. 2. 7
7.
hits.
Weakened.
Oh yeah, go on. 7 hits.
Wow.
You have Sundering and Vicious.
Yep.
Mind these are 7-point cavalry. So 7 on 4s. You want a vulnerable?
Yes, please.
So I say 5, 1, 5. That's the panicked. My base morale is 6. I go to 8. No modifier. Panic on an 8. Pass on a 10.
Let's re-roll the d6.
Yeah. 8. Okay, I'll take 3. Yeah, I thought that being in very stupid. Because if you don't read the rules, cool. So your 7-point cavalry charged my 8-point cavalry in the face and just over half killed it. And I don't think I'm going to be able to even remotely hurt you. So let's just see what happens. You count as being within an inch, so you get the terrain bonus. Also got your guy who just. Yeah. Okay. So I will activate the Flame Man.
Yep.
And I will hit you.
Yep.
6 dice on 3.
Precision vicious.
Yeah. And Sundering from Walder.
Yep.
5.
5.
Yeah, 5.
On 5s. 1. Save vulnerable.
Okay.
So panic test, right? 3 dice on a 6.
Cool.
3 wounds.
Now, after an enemy engages fails a panic test, target one of them.
Wait a second. I only take 2 wounds.
Yes, so you heal 1 wound,
I
so you still lose. You still lose 6 in total. Target enemy unit within long range. It becomes panicked. I think the Blade Men are going to become panicked.
Yep.
And then I can play Echoes of Agony after friendly. Hang on. No. Spoils in the flesh.
Is Red Fear his unit or your unit, Mickey?
Hmm?
Is it your unit or his unit? For the spread fear, for the panic.
The spread fear it targets his unit. After an enemy engaged with this
Of
unit,
this
flayed
unit
men
is
fails a
long
panic
range
test.
of your flayed men.
Target one other enemy
Yeah,
unit
that's
in
what I'm
long.
saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
this unit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also
Yeah, that's
nothing.
what I'm saying.
So it doesn't do anything. Okay. Right, okay. So I'll place spells in the flesh. After a friendly unit completes a battlefield melee attack, target the attacker. It restores 2 wounds plus 1 additional wound. Defender's destroyed rank, so I'll be healing 3. If this targets a unit in long range of Ramsey Snow, rune, I heal 4.
Yep.
Your turn.
Caitlin swords, winter's coming.
Cool.
So 7 dice again. You become panicked.
You don't become panicked because you're not charged.
Right. Oh yeah, it's only when charging. Yeah, sorry.
So 7 dice on 3s. Misses, so 5
5.
on 4s. 4. Save for 1. Panic check. 6 goes to 8. No weirwood. Fail. 2. My turn.
Yep.
Is that a 9-inch charge?
Possibly.
They removed his reroll extra dice, didn't they? Charging on.
Yeah.
I'm going to declare a 9-inch charge on this base movement 5. Minus 1 rank. So I would need a movement 5, 4 up. So a 4, 50-50. I wasn't hit it. Yeah. And then I have 1 less rank is 6 dice. I get rerolls anyway, so I can spend a panic token on you to get highest dice and rerolls, but you know, panic token on you. I don't get anything.
You should put a panic token on me, right? Because I have your Ben Bones.
No, I don't have Ben Bones.
Oh, sorry.
So I just hit you with 6 dice on 3 with rerolls. Lol.
I'll spend a weekend.
And weaken to reroll all the misses. Sorry, everything.
Yep. Yes.
All the hits, I should say.
Yep.
2 wounds and a hit.
On a 3.
Panic check. Vicious. So 5, 7.
Yeah.
I am going to gonna play, I think, Echoes of Agony. After a friendly combat unit, a battlefield unit completes a melee attack, target one other enemy in range of the attacker. That enemy suffers a panic test with -1 to its result for each defender's. Just going to be a flat panic check, but I think I'm going to do it on.
Yeah, makes sense because the dog can't fail.
And you suffer -1
So,
extra wound on. I have 3 because you're getting rid of the low.
10. Let's see. How far is this charge?
Um,
1, 2, 3, 4. And say
three. I don't think you.
so,
One, and I'd see you.
yep,
I would.
but
Two, I wouldn't.
two's on. Two's not.
Two
Two's
and three,
out,
obviously.
right?
Yeah. So if you roll more than if you roll a 1, I see you.
But you are on my flank there. So maybe I can make it so if let's say this is the 2, so I exactly don't see you. I go
Hang on,
back
what?
1.
You mean exactly? I exactly don't. I'm still
Oh, that's front now.
forward further.
I mean, now it's going to be difficult. Like,
You went further. You had to go further forward to then come back an inch, right?
yeah.
So
No, but what I meant was going further forward from the.
that's not.
I need to go wider. Thanks. So right, this charge right now is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And if I roll a 2, yeah, but I don't want to. I basically want to be that this is a 2.
Right.
So I need to go back a little bit. So basically like this, right? So the 2 would land me here,
Uh,
and you don't see me, and 1 would land me here, which puts me
yeah.
in your front.
Yeah. So unchargeable completely.
Yep.
Charge you regardless of what you're gonna roll. Don't think it matters. Yeah. I mean, playing different games.
Yeah, I think the wolf still having the like.
I think we're just playing different games. You've got the facility to be able to be very close with these, whereas I'm not going to be able to do that in tools. Do you know what I mean? I just don't think I've got the
Yeah, I
tools
mean,
to.
you have no movement.
Yeah. You got Sundering, I assume, so 4 wounds?
Yeah.
Roll dice. Pass.
Something activated.
I don't. That unit. 12, which I. So I will.
Are you inside 3 here?
I don't think so.
I mean, you could easily probably. I mean, you could score that point. Hmm. Yep. So I will activate my Tully's heal 2 to the Ravagers. And then retreat.
Yeah.
You still have to take the panic before you retreat, correct?
Yes.
True. Yeah. Easy.
Gets a bit.
Yeah, wait a second. Don't think I can make it inside this corpse file.
You mean?
3. No. I can't. I will align like this, I guess.
Lol, your cavalry can't get to my flank.
I might draw my thirds.
I can't do
Swiftly
anything about
position.
that, can I?
I was my third swiftly position.
And that's the end of the round. You score this one for having 3 ranks compared to my 1. You got 1 for 2 ranks on this one.
And these two.
You score 4.
Yeah. This.
You score 1.
Yeah.
As I said, game
I
over.
mean, this is. It is silly. There's like not even anything you can do about this unit here.
No, I actually can't
Like
get over.
it's just going to sit here and score 2 victory points every round.
I could have pulled this unit over, but I think this unit dies as well. In that case. But yeah. Anyway, start of turn. I will play Sadistic Games. Anything from you?
No.
Cool. What would you like to?
Weekend, please.
Weekend token. I'll token on Ravagers. And a weakened token on Greywind.
Okay, so you've targeted my unit with a tactics card, so I will make this unit vulnerable and weakened with Caitlin.
Don't worry, the Boltons are the token faction. I'm not going to be angry. I'm not going to be angry about this. But I am going to have it on record to say you cannot design a faction be based around like a concept, and then that concept be easier for other for other factions. Like it's objectively bad design. You make a faction designed around a concept and give people better things for. Like it's very silly and it's bad design. So, I am going to I'm going to activate Ramsey, and when I activate Ramsey, all of these units become panicked.
Yep.
Freak, and then I will
This guy's charge blocked because of the dog, right? In the side.
charge. Is it worth it? I hit on 3. I hit on 4s because you
Disrupt.
very good chance. The dog actually able to become can't become panicked, right?
Oh no, yeah, it can't become panicked.
There's actually a genuine chance that with 6 dice I don't kill you.
I think it's actually very likely.
It doesn't do anything. 6 dice.
6 dice.
7 dice.
Weakened.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
dice,
yeah,
weakened,
obviously. Yep, sorry.
I think it's actually very unlikely because I think on average I should do 8 or like 2/3 hit. Slash wounds, but you can't fail the panic, so that's relevant. So I think I just charge this.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm rolling. It's actually not. It's not rolling for charge is not relevant. I'll go here. And I will attack you. So that's going to be 6 dice. Actually, if I go there, I don't get them. I'll go there. Yeah, if that's 7 dice. Rolling. Would you like to weaken the?
Yes, please.
6 hits.
Oh my god.
1 hit.
1.
Yep.
I save it. I'll play Cunning Retreat.
Hang on. I'm gonna play Echoes of Agony and try and get a panic test.
Mhm.
Uh, 6 is a pass.
Yes.
I'll spend the panic token
1/1.
and make you reroll. Fail.
Ouch.
Take
+3.
2, but 3 because it's
2, yeah.
Ramsey. He's a +1.
Yep.
You take 3.
Take 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep.
And spend the panic token, and then I can give that unit a panic token even though you've already got one. Correct?
Yep.
But giving this unit would allow this unit. So,
Okay.
and
Do
now
you
you
want
do
to
retreat.
cancel my retreat?
No.
One. Yeah.
Cool.
Uh, or with a weekend token. 3 hits, 1 kill that guy. I will activate Grey Wind.
Yep.
And I will attack you here.
Make Cruelty and Cunning.
Do you want to spend the
You
weekend
roll
token?
2 dice.
Oh no, you don't have to spend
Yep.
it, yeah.
You roll 2 dice rather than 4.
None. Wait a second. Once during this unit's activation, it may perform 1 retreat or maneuver action. Oh, that was stupid, wasn't it? So how does this work with hit and run? Can I retreat first and then? Like, what's first?
I think you can play Hit and Run, which activates now. No, because then
End of a
that's
friendly
at
turn.
the end
At
of
the
the
end
turn.
of turn.
So your activation's over at the end.
It's already over at that point, right? So I
Yeah.
would have to retreat. I guess. Maybe I want to keep you engaged. Should have retreated to get charge rerolls.
Nicely.
Yeah, but if I kill you, yeah, I mean 2 maneuvers or 1 maneuver, what's the difference really? I think I will stay engaged.
Okay. My turn.
Yep.
I'm going to activate the flame. And I'm just going to right click the
Yep.
6 dice on 4. One wound. And then you can't fail a
Mm. 2 wounds. Yeah, let's activate Howland. Grab the bags. Influence you here and heal the wolf 2 and remove the weakened.
Um, you know what really sucks is that
Yeah, I've noticed this as well. Like the board doesn't do shit, and
and because your
and
NCUs are
it's
better
like
than mine.
both of our activations are like activating a unit and hoping to get lucky with the dice roll.
Yes. Yeah.
I felt like this in the first game as well, a bit.
Yeah, it just feels like a very rolling dice. Right? And I know there's strategic decisions, like tactically wise and like wider strategy. The list build somewhat matters, but like I really don't feel there's that many decisions happening on the feel that impactful. Feel like I just get rewarded for trying to roll dice or not roll dice, and like it either rewards you or doesn't roll you because you rolled, and not. We are only playing, like, for me it's the first game, for you it's the second game. I really don't feel like you've done anything in the same way that I don't think that I've had the opportunity to do that clever. At least it feels. It's all bad. That's a Walder Frey.
Mm.
I'll go to Browns. I'll heal 2 to this unit. Weaken the dog, and also vulnerable.
Yeah. I'll do 4 hits to the Plateman, please.
Freeze. I take 1.
Like the stone is so fucking useless.
Yeah, I mean, I genuinely don't see where my decision points are right now. I'll activate and I will be taking dangerous terrain for my action after I don't know why I even rolled a charge dice. Anything? Yeah. Ben Bones means panicked, but you can't become panicked because you know that that's a panic. And then it's gonna be +1 dice for each token on you, so I get 2, but I lose a rank because I go through unhindering. So 6 goes +2, it's 8 dice with 3. Always get reroll chargings. So 8 dice.
On both because
Yeah. Reroll my meters.
Now I'll spend the weekend token. Yeah, I mean this sucks ass. It's like once you're in this position where
2 wounds. And you can't panic.
yeah. Guess I'll draw some cards. Actually draw 3 cards, right?
3 because it's 1 plus.
Yeah.
Only have cards yet. I should have taken letters, and I don't know, but like I don't think it changes this attack like at all. And that's the only thing that's going to happen. And you'd have just moved Rob with the horse up to here, threaten me in the, and then you just turn around and walk back to that location. Any game doesn't change. I don't know. My turn.
Yeah.
I'll activate Wilder. I'll take the horse, and I'll like go here. Does it matter? I can pivot if I go here, but like I don't think it matters. Well within 3. Do I just have more? I have no idea where this. So I actually just don't think horse does anything, and I don't think it does anything. Give Rob -1 move, so you can't chase me, even though objectively.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter for the
Activate
cavalry either.
here. I'll play Pack Survives to remove the weakened token. Then I will attack you with
7 dice.
the Cold Wind Blows. So you become weakened and can't use orders or tactics cards. I know.
It's just BM at this point.
Well, no, it's just like it's a card that gives a token. What the whole Boltons thing is.
Here's another one that gives a token after rolling attack dice. You become vulnerable.
Yeah, like it's just like I take 2.
No, Sundering. Yeah.
I even without score a victory.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I can't kill this unit fast enough now because I only have 1 attack. If you just don't retreat, and more important, take the sword hits here, I have to attack and kill you, and I might genuinely not. And then I can't charge this unit because of that, and I can't stop this unit, and I can't stop this unit. You score 2 here. I think I'm just going to say I'm going to resign, right? Because I think if you just pass every single activation now, you score 2. I also forgot to do my hits here, actually, for Howland. 4 hits. Take 1. So you score 2 here. I score this one. Hooray.
No. I can activate and charge you.
But my point is you don't need to.
Yeah.
Right? And you score this one. Range. You go to 9. Then next turn, even if I kill this unit, miraculous, and score this point, it would be 2. If I kill Grey Wind, that gives me another 1. And you score 2 more, and I possibly can't even get to stop you here, because I can't get within 3 inches of the token. Which means 3. The best I can hope for, assuming I kill 2 units with attacks, is 12-5. And that's, let's be very clear, that's me being incredibly favourable to me.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
So I don't think it can possibly be better than that score. So I'm going to resign because I don't think it can possibly be that outcome. This was not a game.
No.
This did not feel...
I think the list building with this feels terrible. I'm gonna be honest. I think you kind of have to include Grey Wind because it's the only cheap thing in.
So
like, you can't even get to 8 activations.
Let's try and
like what the fuck.
Let's try and be as positive as we can be. Like let's try and break the game down into what. Like I think strategically deploying the archers here and allowing you to kind of get round. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe I should just all up. But like, I don't think that's ever a good thing. I think, like, I'll be honest. I placed the first terrain piece and didn't realize that terrain had completely changed for the area of effect. I just didn't do that. That means that I wouldn't place this. I wouldn't have started with this palisade here because I know that I always get a flank. I should always place something in the middle first. So that's a mistake. But like, there's 50% chance of the game where you get to play, right? So
yeah,
like, this is not an unreasonable situation. I think I would place the palisade further in to break up the game a bit. Maybe you could come down the flank, but I think that's so like yeah, I think there's some mistakes on my part which if I'd have read full set of changes properly, I would have changed things. Do I think it would have made much of a difference? If you can't kill the archers, maybe Rob's unit dies, but like I think you just don't have to commit.
The problem is like I can always kill the archers because
Yeah.
I can pivot and march to here. I don't even need to do this retreat thing, like right?
Yeah.
And there's no way to retreat with them. And
You have extra actions. I don't.
I have the extra attack card here. Winter's coming. So
And yeah, so like this felt especially bad, so I was not happy with like the fact that round 1 you'd up weaken / like vulnerable a unit. I could do. You did it with 1 NCU, or actually equivalent to what I could do. You did it with 1 NCU activation, and my fucking NCU gets a bonus when taking that zone, and you don't, and you were just better than me at the thing I was trying to do. That like Sansa really bugged me if it wasn't very clear. Like that really bothered me because it just felt we're not playing the same
it's basically
game, right?
Sansa gains +1 zone on
Yeah, on any
if you activate her first, right? Like
yeah.
that's
If I'm going first, it means I shouldn't activate an NCU first. But then you just don't activate Sansa, obviously. You can activate a combat unit first if you want a response. Like I just don't feel it's a good like this isn't a good play pattern that we're discussing here. I feel the play pattern is not enjoyable, and Sansa being a 5-point NCU that basically says you get to get more benefits from any one of the zones than your opponent may have gotten.
Yeah,
is
and
stupid.
honestly, I think Sansa's effect is like really weak. Like the only thing is like your stuff is like actually worthless.
Yeah. So like I'm not getting a bonus, or like I'm getting 1 extra bonus, and you're just getting that as default. Your default weak state is my strength state, right? I did consider using the Walder heal bomb on this unit to hit 5. Like I maybe would have survived. Maybe.
Yeah,
But
because you can't actually deal damage.
I can't deal enough
Like-
damage.
Like I can't deal enough damage. That's what I mean. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just not.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I think nothing feels good. Like the NCU zones, they don't feel good. The NCU abilities, they don't feel good. Tactics sport,
Well, the NCU
tactics
ability.
cards don't feel good. The fucking cavalryman shifting thing doesn't feel good.
So the thing is, you expect to see change, and it's like part of it is a change, right? Part of it is a change, and changing will always make people feel differently about something. Feeling good or bad is subjective. Changes. Ultimately, the game is we like the design of the game at the moment. In the grand scheme, right? We like the design currently. So any change away from that will feel bad for us, probably. So I think that's while I appreciate what you're saying, I do think it's a bit unfair on the surface. But I think once you get down into the analysis of it, like it wasn't actually enjoyable to play at any moment.
This cavalryman shifting thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw what I did, right? I just sit away 10 or 11 inches.
Play your
and
infantry like
for
their cavalry like their infantry.
Yeah, like it doesn't change the matchup that much for if I want to smash you in the face.
Yes.
Um,
But it decentivizes playing the flank.
yeah, so I think that's already not a good change.
It's a tactical. It's a tactical It's a tactical weak. It makes the game weak because it feels like you're removing tactical. I ran a 6 activation list, right? Let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
I ran a 6 activation list
With 2 NCUs.
with 2 NCUs.
Imagine telling Mickey 2021 version.
Yeah.
In 5 years you'll be running a 4-2 list.
And like, I think what was quite clear to me, I was running a 4-2, and like I wasn't winning the combat. Right? I pulled up a 4-inch no reroll charge, hit your Tully Cavaliers, and I did a little bit of damage, but I wasn't actually winning the combat. Your 7-point, the attachment didn't really matter that much this one, right? The 7-point melee cavalry unit just beat my 8-point melee cavalry unit because you charge first. Like that's.
I mean, because I had 2 attacks, right, with my
Yes, with
Winter's Coming, yeah.
I also had tokens on me. Like, I invested NCU activations, heal, and cards to try and do more damage, and I did do more damage to you. Card play, right? You took 3 wounds for the Ramsey card, and I still lost. And it wasn't particularly close either. It didn't feel like I was going to beat you heavily at all. Maybe I could have attacked this unit instead of Grey Wind. That's a mistake on my part. That's kind of like just understanding that Grey Wind can't fail his panic check. Essentially just snipe this unit, accidentally kill you. Like, I didn't feel good. But with the hitting on 4s, no rerolls, yeah, it just didn't feel like it was going to. You put out way more tokens than I did across. And I didn't take like token related things necessarily, but I didn't feel that tokens were really much something I could just put out. Vulnerable, weak. But you'd have chewed these units. Like,
yeah, I mean, I think this Howland Reed, you just can't play with this guy against Boltons. Like this is so incredibly overpowered that like Bastard Girls or Bloody Mama Source Riders. Like, imagine taking doing the shoot and charge combo and taking 8 hits. What the fuck? Like, all these units and the archers, they just fucking die. Ooh.
what I'm trying to think what was good. Like, I guess the one positive is that like it didn't feel taking the board first was, but like that wasn't because the battlefield activations felt more important. It just felt that taking the board first, anything, or not anything major. Like I want to take crowns first to one condition token. Just feels really bad, really awful.
Yeah.
And that's not like because I'm used to doing more things. That's not a comparison point. It's just that like taking the zone one thing doesn't feel. How did this new terrain feel with the 1-inch mechanic from Cars and Weirwood, says Heartless? I'll be really honest. Like, it caught me off guard because I just didn't read that, which is my fault. Yeah, fair enough. But like,
I think that's actually kind of good.
So I think it is, except I also think it's a bit silly. Right? It's silly because like this piece of terrain has basically no effect on the game.
Yeah.
And
I mean, yeah.
That's actually a big issue because
But if this was a Borg, it also wouldn't have any impact on the game, right?
yeah, if it was
I think-
any terrain piece, it would have no effect on the game board, right?
Yeah.
And the point I'm trying to make, more or less, is that you can only realistically three pieces. So if you're playing a 4 or 5 terrain drop game, one of the pieces is nearly always going to feel like it's actually not. And admittedly, you failed this check because of the archers, right? Shooting into.
Yeah.
So it did have an effect. It literally did something, but you could have just chosen not to do any of this.
Also, I was kind of fine taking the panic test because
Yeah.
I know I won't die.
Let's try. I almost feel like these terrain pieces should be at least 2 inches with effect. Maybe. I mean, let's actually talk about the other problem. Is you cannot run game modes with objectives 9 inches apart, 10 inches apart, and have trays that are over 5 inches. Because 3 inches from an objective to the other objective, which the tray is 5 inches long, is 11 inches. So you can control 2 objectives with one unit, which is just silly in terms of scoring.
Yeah, agree.
Like you won this fight over here. Even if you
I mean, this fight
this,
in two rounds, this fight is worth 5 victory points.
yes,
Because I kill your unit and score both points twice, right?
yeah. You win the game with this. Like, I could potentially win the game if I win this fight over. But like, you don't
You
care.
have to win it really hard and really fast. Yeah.
The other thing is, like, let's talk about this. I wanted to talk about the tactic zone. Like, obviously, this is not the tactic zones we saw when the tactics build was originally built. I don't understand why we've gone to all of the zones mattering as to the number of NCUs. Like I just don't think that's a good because they're not the same value at all, right? And abilities like this Caitlyn Stark effect can't exist, right? When the tactics zone is that weak. What is that weak?
Which Caitlyn effect? The second one or
top
the
half
first
of
one?
Caitlyn.
The top one, yeah. Yeah.
Like you
It's
can't.
basically an entire zone of tempo. Like you
over
claim the crowns and target me, and I basically get the same effect for free.
Yes, or a better effect.
Yeah.
Right. You can't have the base NCU having a bigger effect on the game than the actual effect does, because the board effect is the thing you're fighting over, not the NCU effect. Right. Like this is just, I think, a design flaw that I think Michael's really missed, in my opinion. If the board effect is weaker than the NCU effect, then taking the board and utilizing the board actually becomes a detriment how you want to play, rather than an additive addition, right? And a positive addition. Your Caitlyn, with the way she is worded, almost incentivizes me to not take the tactics board.
At least not the crown, right?
Not the crown and not the swords.
Yeah, crown and swords.
Right? So I don't want to take two of the zones.
It's kind of the same way for me, though, right? I don't want to take those zones because then I don't get.
Yeah, then I wouldn't.
Then you have to, and I gain the value.
Sure. But it's almost like we're taking NCUs to not use the board, right? Like that's what it feels like. It feels like we're not taking NCUs because we want to use them, which is what the old tactics board did. Incentivized you want to take these things because using this resource is a positive. Whereas it now feels that you don't really want to take the NCUs because this resource is positive. You only want to take the resource if this resource. And we can talk about like bad NCUs over time, right? Let's go back in the history of the game. Marjorie was not a very good NCU for a long time. Yeah. Other bad NCUs. I mean, what's probably the worst NCU that you can think of that you've played? Maybe Old Wold that had to activate last, but I don't really remember that one. Something that's just like and objectively doesn't really do anything.
Christopher.
Christopher Botley, no, he was okay for periods. Like I was thinking, like Hizdar Zolorak from Targaryen, right? He has never had a period of time where he's actually very good. I generally speaking would never have taken him 5 points. I know they changed him to change up. Like Hizdar's never been particular. I think that would be fair, right? I think
so, yeah.
If Hizdar was your only NCU choice on the old tactics, you would still take his. I think if Hizdar, if comparative is the weakest NCU in the game, right? If Hizdar is the only NCU you can pick with this board, I actually think you'd buy another combat unit. Because I don't think the value that he is bringing, if he's a bad and like de facto one of the worst NCUs in the game, right? If he's one of the worst NCUs in the game for his ability is probably just simply not worth it. And the zone has very limited to no real value in it.
Although I still feel like having 3 NCUs is a lot nicer because, like, claiming letters as with your third NCU and drawing 3 cards is kind of good.
So I want to propose, right, that you can only run 3 NCU because Greywind exists.
Yes.
Like that's actually.
I felt completely the same. I was thinking, do I build a list with Boltons with 3 NCUs? And I'm like, how shit is gonna be my combat lineup, right?
We did the maths before the game, right? And I think this is important to stream. So I'll think you've got Ramsey, you've got Walder, and you've got like a couple of 6, right? But it doesn't matter. You've got 2 5s and a couple of 6. So your cheapest lineup is always going to be a 5-5-6, which is 16. In a 40-point game, that leaves 24 points. 24 points does not divide by 5 to give you 5 units. So you cannot run an 8 activation. It is not possible with 3 NCU. If you want to run 8 activations, you have to run a 6-2. So there's your first thing. So you're limited in your design space immediately in that the only iteration of 6-2 is the only iteration of 8 is 6-2, and the NCUs are predetermined. The combat units are mirrored into 2 units, right?
Basically means if you play it like that, you play 2 5-point and 2 7-point units because I feel the 6-point units.
So here's the problem. You then have, if you play the 7 activation, this 24, so you end up with 20 with 4 points left over, right? You've got 4 flex points in your list building, and the highest unit point cost is 7, meaning that you can only deviate 4 points across
you can get 8, right? 8-point units.
8-point unit in the cav, right? Yeah. So you're running 4 units, almost regardless of what your choice is. You're running 4. If you want a heavy cav, you lose 3 of them immediately. If you want a light cav, you lose 1. So you're very limited. If you take the flayed men, you cannot run a 7-point combat unit. So I think that is immediately a major issue. Immediately. Like the list building scope here, incredibly low. There's not actually a huge amount of play, and the list building with what we've been presented is very small in its possible scope of it, like combinations, meaning that you are not incentivized to be innovative with list building because there's very little innovation space. So I think that, for me, as someone who doesn't like just meta copying lists, I think it's one of my least favorite things to do. Right? This is really bad because the innovation space is incredibly low. Incredibly. So that's my first criticism. For me, the way I play, you are incredibly limited players to what. If you don't want to take your cavalry and you've got your 4 points, Alex said it correctly, got 2 7-point, and we've got options 7-point category dreadful, Blackguard and Bloody Mummers, ranged and an infantry unit. This is not that interesting. You could run a 7-6-6, picking up like something like this,
Archers.
where you've got light cav, archer, heavy infantry, light infantry. Like this is one possible iteration. I don't absolutely hate this, but let's be honest. Do you think this would have stood a chance against what you?
No.
I don't think this has got open hell against what you.
Yeah.
I
mean,
think
I think
Craven is basically busted when the Wolves are the only thing that keep a free cuff maneuver and even get a buff there.
And it's a cheap activation, right? Which we know
Yeah.
cheap activations have been incredibly strong.
It's 2 points cheaper than the cheapest other activation, yeah.
Yeah.
NCU's being 5 points minimum, and I know his like direction here is. I understand he wants to make
Mhm.
NCU's maybe less of powerful or whatever, but the way he's done it is just. I don't think it's a good.
You can just compare it. Would you let's say you would pay 5 for Craven, people would probably still do it, right? You would rather pay 5 for
I don't
Craven
know.
than
No,
5 for
I don't think
the...
you'd play. I don't think you'd pay 5 for Greywind, but the problem is in this like iteration, Boltons, specifically Boltons, find killing Greywind incredibly hard.
Yeah.
Like that's actually the problem.
You never catch it, right?
You'll never catch it.
Yeah.
And like even if you do charge it, there's actually a decent chance that because you're a panic-based mechanic faction, and it just ignores panic, which again,
I think
bad design.
I mean, you got a lot of tokens, but I feel you cannot get
Well,
rid of any tokens.
Sorry, got a lot of tokens with which faction?
With Boltons.
No, you don't. Like
you had even in this game you had a lot of tokens. Just look at the board.
Yeah.
Right, there are
4, 5.
three Stark units with a total of 4 tokens.
Sure. But like a lot of them were unused, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the Craven mechanic of not being able to become panic, but
So I was gonna talk about this. Like I had a lot more. I think is a very interesting. I didn't have that many more than the start player did.
Yeah, I think the Caitlyn is very good against Boltons if you play this matchup. I also realized this. I in the first round stupidly when we played it, I just thought like, yeah, gotta dish out one condition token and took like 2 back.
So let's actually do a bit of a check on tokens. I think there's actually a lot less. Bearing in mind that like Boltons are also spending them for other effects, not for what token value. It's not just a direct one. Kind of like a token generate. Right, okay. You've got 3 base deck cards and 1 commander card in this case, generating token. You also have the everyone just becomes panicked all the time from Theon thing, which sure, whatever. It is what it is. You got 4 cards in the base, right? Now let's go through Starks. You've got Northern Ferocity, Hit and Run, Cunning Retreat. These can, although they're less often. Dev Impact, token room. What was it? I had one more.
This also gets tokens, right?
Tokens that what cold wind blows, right? So in terms of token generation, the base Stark deck is actually got the same number of, like, broadly speaking, the same number of token gen. And these three are not conditional, or not entirely conditional. Some of
I
them are.
mean,
The base deck one, they're not entirely conditional. The point I'm trying to make is, like, I've got one that is conditional. Games, it happens. Good carding.
Yeah, statistic games might be the best one.
Is very equivalent to what you're doing in that I have to destroy a rank, and then if I do, a lot of things. I do think that that's probably fine. It generates more tokens, but like, it's not like ridiculous, right? Horrific Reputation is do a panic check, or morale check, or panic check, and you might get tokens if you fail. Bearing in mind, morale checks are, broadly speaking, on. So, like, that's very.
You gain. I mean, it's a decent number. You gain a lot of tokens on charge, I think, from Ben Bones
he gives one panic token, and he doesn't get his reroll.
Yeah, that's true. I think you play Ramsey NCU just because it's 5 points.
Yeah, so probably right, but then you lose the Theon activation.
Mm.
So like you've just removed tokens from your activation. You don't do more tokens. Ramsey NCU.
Yeah, you have a few on a charge. The Tradford Captain has it as well, and I guess Ferocious Assault, Field by Slaughter is not a
right. But so is everyone else. Like, other factions can take them up. Like, we've seen that in Stark, right? The Stark card. Like base generic attachments give tokens on charges. It's Furious Charge is one of the most regularly seen abilities in the game in Season 6. I don't know. I didn't feel as the token factor, which is what he specifically called the design process and the design space. I didn't feel the token faction was winning the token rate. Does that make sense? I think over time I might, because of what the sheer value on Theon. But I don't think you're winning the token race in the early game when the game is already decided in like.
What happened in the early game with the archers and the rob unit? I assume the cunning ploy or.
No, he just charged me. He played a card to retreat off. Then start the turn, move forward, shift. After I did like a dance to try and come back, he then came forward a bit. I shot him. After he took, kind of walked up to me, shot him before he charged me and killed. Like he attacked me once. I died.
Yeah, I mean, Howland is just for this kind of list building. It's kind of oppressive in a way that you have to put some cheap units with shit armor stats in, and then
kind of by definition, as we've just discussed with the way you want to build it. Like, you have to take a 5-point unit, almost certainly, or you have to take a bunch of 6-point units, which all again have lows. So, I mean, we're talking about the problem is, and this is where the feedback's hard. We're talking about an isolated design area, which is just Stark and Bolton. we're not talking about the overall game. Right now,
Yeah,
Stark versus Bolton, at least from my perspective,
it feels very Stark favored, I think.
yeah, it does feel very Stark favored.
Yeah, I mean, I guess things can happen, and maybe we will figure it out.
Maybe, but like I don't see. Like I'm looking at the cards and I'm looking at the abilities. I don't see where there is to. Leon is probably a better player than I am, certainly at the moment. Like Leon, where do you think?
In the trash.
Okay.
The only play I could think about is if you did some silly palisade shit, and you just try to control one
Just
objective
play
in the
0
corner.
NCUs. Place 2 palisades
Honestly,
and block everything.
Yeah, like place 2 palisades. Take a bunch of archers and just charge block with the palisades. Take like 1 actual unit to charge block one of the archers' flanks, so that you have 2 archers to the left side or to one side of the board that can't ever be charged. With that, you can control 2 of the objectives. Well, you don't control one of the objectives, but you pressure it with your units so they can't just sit on it. And then you just gotta fight for the other corner objective, and then just screw the middle and screw the far side.
I think you just lose the other fights though.
Maybe you probably take more archers and you just take Blackguard and you set them on top of that point, and you just play like the 2 corners basically, and then something to like kind of anchor kind of towards the middle, and then.
So you hang on, how many units?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least 5 combat units.
So, and 2 of them are archers.
3 of them archers, 2 of them are probably
3 of them
Blackguard.
archers. That's 18.
How many points are up to?
Blackguard is 25.
Mm-hmm.
And you're saying 1 more combat unit, which we'll assume is just like Cutthroat, Crowfoot Spearman, 30. You've got 10 points.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Means you'd have to. What you're basically telling me is you're running a 5-2.
Yep, that is what I'm telling you.
Essentially, because you want to take probably some. I guess you could. Is that good?
I mean, I think it's it's not even that you're trying to win the fights. It's just that you're trying not to die, and you're just trying to block off and charge block enough that you control the two spots enough times that you win.
You say you're trying not to die, but I think you just die.
I mean, not
maybe.
with 2 palisades that are indestructible.
Well, exactly, that's what I mean. Is you just hide behind the palisade.
Literally, if you can place freely 2 palisades, you can literally charge block every unit but 1.
Yeah, but you're not winning the game.
Maybe not. But you can score 3. Unless some Craven sneaks around, then you might
score
not be
3 with the 2 palisade 5 unit. Right?
Sure, you can. You just need to be
might
in
be able to score the middle one, maybe.
Yeah,
if you're
like
3 inches away from it and it's your commander unit.
Yeah.
You
can definitely score the side objectives while being charge blocked and just standing within 3.
Yeah. Your commander just has to be the middle unit.
Yeah, but you don't score. You can't. What you're saying is you're saying, admittedly, like both of the palisade drop. You're saying you're allowed to drop 2 palisades, right?
Yeah,
which is just objectively never.
I mean,
I think you could do it with 1, and then you have the other tanky unit on the other side.
It forces the other player to open up the other.
The other tanky 5-point combat unit.
Like a Blackguard or something that you stay back with, and then they have. I feel like if you do it this way,
we're changing the goalposts constantly. You've only got 1 unit of Blackguard.
The original thing I was talking about was the 1 palisade plan.
Sure, but you've only got 1 Blackguard, right?
That one I originally said 2 Blackguard, 3 archers was what I was going with.
So you're talking 18 and 14.
So what does that add up to?
It's 32. So you got 1 NCU.
32. You can take 2. 32 plus 4 plus 8. Oh shit, you're right. They're not 4. Yeah, you're right.
Gonna play exclusively Roose Bolton then.
Yeah, I'm putting Roose in. Wait, is there any attachment where I can throw out a weaken token and then Roose can triple that into 3 weakens?
No.
Damn it, I have no way to put a weaken out except for the 1 card.
Not at range.
And because I can't take crowns, because then Roos's ability wouldn't work, right?
Yes, he has a crowns effect.
Well, yeah, but like I'm talking about his passive. But if I take it, then he's on the
Sure,
board.
sure,
so-
sure.
Just have to get a condition token.
Yeah, you need
somehow.
some way to put a weekend
Yeah.
out so that Roos can turn that into 3 weekends. Yeah.
You need like a charge for a panic token at least.
No, you need it to be a weekend. Screw everything else.
Okay.
What?
Yeah,
can
you have to
Steel Chains
bring-
give me a weekend?
No, you
Right.
have. Well, you have to bring
I
Walda.
gotta go.
Take crowns with her.
Yeah, no, but I only want one into you.
Then you probably have to run Vargo in some capacity.
No, because Vargo requires melee attack weaken.
Hmm.
Like there is no way to put out tokens at ranged in the faction outside of NC or some of the tactics cards.
Just cheat. Bring neutral Sandor 1 point. Just cheat.
Well, he's not in the game, right?
Exactly.
Um,
Cheat.
Yeah.
So like, I appreciate what you're
Um,
trying to say, but like I don't even think that works.
My thing with maybe not.
Right,
The
like-
thing is, what I'm getting at with the palisade on the left side, the enemy has to do something about it. Otherwise, then you're just going to move around the palisade, and you're going to contest both the objectives with one unit,
You're
and then they
talking-
can't let that stand.
Let's just
Yeah,
press
you
this.
put it somewhere like that.
We'll keep
and then
the
the
stream
enemy-
running for a second. Because
Yeah.
quite important. So go on, Bryce. Talk me through where we.
Hey, wait, can I join the game?
Can if you want. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, let me just join. It'll be easier.
2021.
And I'm not sure if this works. This is the one thing that I theory crafted up while you guys were playing. That maybe this can work. Can you spawn in some blackguard and some archers while I'm loading?
Yeah. There's
Okay, cool. What do you call your games?
I
friends.
invited
Oh, I
you.
found it. Okay, I found it.
Attachments in the.
Okay, so
There should be a brown seat.
I might have already joined incorrectly.
No, you're in. Yes.
I know, but
I think I
on the wrong
deleted
seat.
that,
I'm a-
actually.
I'm a spectator. Yeah, I'm just a spectator seat.
Mickey, if you click on him, you can change its
I've done
color
it, yeah.
too.
There we go. Okay. So the idea was something like this. But yeah, I need a way to put out a weekend range. So you would have like one archer here-ish. This would have to be, there's some like perfect placement for this probably that makes it like impossible to like charge this unit ever. And then this unit goes somewhere like
So-
this.
But that doesn't work if the enemy's got ever.
Maybe, yeah.
Because you can't
I
charge
mean-
block here and here with like good spacing. You have to be like here, and this would have
Yeah, but like
something
if
like
the
that.
solo it does do that, then this archer shoots the wolf, right?
no
Like,
because the solo activates.
Also, he can
Uh,
stay here, right? The Grey Wind can stay here. You're not shooting him, and then you can maneuver March here.
yeah, but Grey Wind's not gonna one-shot the archers, right?
No, but it gets you're talking to double tap, right? You're talking activating, charging, then starting the round.
I
Activating.
charge. Yeah.
So the
8
same
dice plus
problem-
2 panics.
Same problem
Maybe.
that you always known still applies, right? The last activation.
Also,
last
the
activation.
only way you can retreat is by activating, right?
Yes.
Yeah, one second. Let me just finish the thing. So the idea was something like this, basically. Like this would be like you would go something similar to this, which there would be other terrain somewhere or something. But this would be like the general idea.
I think Ramsey just loses the middle, right?
Well, I don't know if this is actually Ramsey or something, but
No,
yeah,
in this case,
maybe it
with-
is Ramsey for
In
healing.
this instance, Ramsey. What I'm saying is that this
Yeah,
unit
yeah.
just loses the middle fight. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe, but this is probably Dance With Me Boy so that he can actually move and shoot and still stay relatively safe. And shoot towards the middle. This is controlling this objective and putting pressure on this objective. If the wolf comes here, like maybe he 2-taps you, then Dance With Me Boy turns around and then kills the wolf, right? Or, I mean, I guess if we're weakened, maybe he doesn't kill the wolf, and maybe that's part of the problem. But
Well,
the idea would be that
Also, like whether or not you kill the wolf is actually academic in this instance where this is here, because he's got a cavalry unit. And if you turn around, try and kill him, you get charged in the rear, or this unit gets
guys, maybe this guy's closer to here.
right.
But then like
now this
okay,
gap
so it's
here is
imagine
really
this
big.
dies, this dies, that guy dies. Let's assume that guy dies. We control this. Eventually, I get to where I'm right here, and then these guys are fighting for a little bit, maybe. I'm scoring 2 points now.
Yeah, but I don't think any of that happens. Because how did this get here?
I mean, it takes a turn, right? Because I gotta maneuver and then I have to shift again. So I'd have to, if this unit got double tapped by Grey Wind, he's got to Daemon turn around and shoot Grey Wind somehow. Get over here. It takes one more round, and then I maneuver.
You don't get over here,
shift.
so you Daemon turned around to here. Then you shot. You're here.
Depending
That's
on where
the
Grey Wind
end
went.
of the round 3.
Yeah. But then I score this one on that round, and then on the next round, I use
also,
Daemon
you're
to
shooting
shift.
7 dice on 4s, right? You might not even kill Grey.
It might not kill the wolf, but if we're
Genuinely
using that logic, the wolf might not two-tap the archers, right? Like
4 dice on 4s, 2 panic tests hitting on 8s.
yeah, the panic text is what it's going to come down to, right?
Yeah.
So
Not impossible. Like you don't even care if you don't kill him, right? Actually, that important.
it is kind of important, right?
No, not really. Because I think there's also like the biggest issue here is that, like, are you winning?
Well, if you don't kill him, then Daemon kills you. You have to kill it, or Daemon kills
you.
the
You
wolf.
don't. Like, you don't. You're missing the point. Is this going on over here? Is this, bearing in mind you've got no NCUs, these 3 units, beating that?
It's not. Yeah, I don't know. It's not about beating them. It's just about
No, it is.
not dying.
It's about beating them.
I don't know what it is, because this unit has to keep you from here.
Right, they're Starks. They're beating. If you're not killing them, they've killed you.
What I'm saying is how strong this position right here could be. That's what
I am not disputing that position.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm not disputing that fact. What I'm saying is getting to that position with this kind of setup means that the other player has been afforded that many options that you're never in the. You're a 5-1. You're being out activated.
Yeah, that might be the case.
Like you're never in the position to control the tempo.
Yeah.
And your opponent has combat units that can sit outside of your range, and all of this is like auto-in charges for the Stark player.
Also, if you have 1 NCU and I have 3, then I'll just charge you and give 6 hits to you. And if my Grey Wind charges your archers, then you take 6 hits from swords.
You're being killed by Grey Wind.
You are killed. You are dead. And keep in mind, this guy will have Howland influence on him.
This dude's gonna take 1,000,000 hits, yeah. As long as he doesn't lose 2 ranks to the 1,000,000 hits, he probably one-shots the wolf if the wolf is engaged.
No, it doesn't one-shot, right? Because it's 7 on 4s. 7 on 4s is an average of 3 to 4
with rerolls and vulnerable.
No, only if it's engaged.
That's what I'm saying. If the wolf is engaged and this guy ever shoots you, he probably kills you. As long as I'm on at least that one, right?
When is this unit? When is Grey Wind ever going to be engaged with this unit? And this is not going to happen.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Like the idea that this unit can beat the wolf, I think is absolutely crazy. Unless you put an attachment in there that makes it hard to kill that unit, but then I just go and kill these units.
Okay, what if? Can we do something like this?
What if you lose the terrain roll?
Well, then you just do it on the other side, right? They can't stop you from doing this.
The first terrain piece.
And then I just do this on. Oh, you're saying if you
do that with your first drop, I'm just going to do that.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. When you said the terrain roll, Leon, I was misunderstanding which roll you were talking about.
Yeah. And then you lose the deployment, and you can still get charged.
You still can fit here. No, you can't fit here.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it does right now, doesn't it?
Yeah, you actually have to be a lot.
Yeah, I have to move back more.
But I mean, yeah, sure. There's a spot where you could do that.
Yeah, this is
within 3 there and charge booked.
Yeah, you have to be there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're now.
There's probably a more neutral spot too where this works, maybe, where it can actually work on both sides.
No,
I don't think so.
You've got to have the turn.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Got to have the palisade there.
Yeah.
As a result, what you're talking about, and we're talking like a very geometric position, is absolutely reasonable for high level play. But like, you're not talking about a fairly even here to be able to control both of these. You're talking about a very skewed position.
Oh, for sure. You have to win the terrain roll off, and then have a way to get into this position.
You're not winning the terrain roll, right? You have to win.
Oh, well, yeah.
You have to win the deployment roll.
I'm talking about the deployment when I said terrain.
Yeah, sorry. Which means the Stark player gets to decide who goes first or second. Which means this situation never happened. Right?
Maybe.
Is to get here must have been either in a maneuver action to get there, or like 10 inches back here, right? And I put Howland on here. You can only move 9 inches. You don't even make it way up. You don't get to within control. Does it? Cool. You don't matter, and you've taken a bunch of. So you have to do that first. If you do it first, I have my entire suite of NCUs and combat unit activations to stop you doing it. Like objectively, you are never doing this in round 1 or 2. At round 3, you might be, but like in round 3, you're not already there. I just pull Grey Wind round.
Yeah, I think my point is the only way it seems to me like Boltons could win is there has to be some sort of massive pressure that they're building onto controlling 2 of these objectives at the same time with some sort of palisade blocking. That's like the only path forward that it seems that they could win the matchup.
I think my argument is actually more, even if that were true, I think that the Stark player can probably actually try and win the flank regardless anyway.
I just don't know if you have the. I don't know if you have the necessary attacks to do it.
So, okay, you're getting charged in the front by Berserkers and by Tully Cavaliers.
Yeah, and after you charge me with one of them, I retreat, and then I...
No, you don't, because I've out-activated you. Don't retreat.
Well, yeah, but you can't out-activate me everywhere.
I can. I have more activations than you. You simply...
You have 7, right?
It's a 7 versus 6.
Yeah, so I get to pass twice.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
How about this? I charge you with Rob. I retreat.
Playing a retreat card.
Yeah. If you get to play retreat cards, then yeah.
Which he
then
has.
I charge you here, overrun GG.
Yeah.
Or just like, you could be here with Ramsey. You could even be like here. And I could just go cool Tully Cavaliers. And then you could go bang. Like, you could even have Rob here and this. Right? The Tully Cavaliers shift forward, declare a charge. That unit then gets to move 5 forward. Right?
Yeah.
And then the next activation, they shift forward and they charge you in the flank here, and they overrun when they kill you into this unit over here. You're just dead lost. Like, in any of those situations, if either of these things happen, you've lost.
What's even also kind of funny is you could deploy your Tullycav here and mulligan for the cunning ploy and just cunning ploy them as first action.
Yeah.
Sit them here. What's this archer going to do?
Can't come forward.
Try. Yeah.
This is actually the problem I had.
Yeah.
The exact problem I had is I had the distance like here, right? And you can't get into the gap fast enough, basically, the way that Rob was. Means that you actually can't effectively charge block fast enough. Which means that Rob just has free reign. Admittedly, I put my over. I could have been central on the palisade. But like, all that does is take you away from the game.
What if you do like one archer, something like this? You have these guys gone, so then you have another NCU.
And now we're back in the 4-2 scenario.
Yeah, we're back in the 4-2.
Were in.
Where we just played. And
yeah. Well, see, here's the thing: is like this is my point. I don't think that the Bolton player can ever fight for the middle with 2 units. I think you have to. You have to do something like that.
My argument is, I don't think they can fight them.
Yeah, that might just be the actual result. Is they just never can fucking win on the board. Yeah.
Because if you stack like double stack over here and here, some capacity, something like this, and like a double stack over this side, all you're doing is just ceding all this middle ground for me to walk into and kill you, and you're never getting to a position where you can be here as like a protective state, because I can just gang up my entire army over here on this flank. These units can't be effective. And then I win the game.
Yeah, but you gang up your entire army over here, and I'm scoring 3 points a turn.
No, you're not.
Like?
You're scoring 2. You're not scoring this one,
Well,
are you?
Well, if this guy would have to be like if your entire army was going over here, this guy would get to where he could score that one, right? And then this guy would get to where he could score these two. That's what I'm saying.
Sure. The point is that like you're scoring 3 points a round. How many rounds are you scoring 3 points? It has to be at least 2.
It has to be at least. It has to be
Given
at least
that
3,
I've
and I have
also
four
been
hits
scoring
left.
6 points from 2 from here and 2 kills. And then my entire army, where I can sit Rob here, Ramsey's not winning the middle anymore.
Yeah.
So I appreciate what you're saying. And yes, I might lose a unit killing your 2 here, but like if I've got 3 NCUs and 4 units against 2 NCUs, 2 units, and I think, then your units are just objectively overpowered, or you rolled absolute god tier and I've rolled.
Yeah. And to be clear, I'm not saying that this is like necessarily good. I'm saying that I feel like this is maybe the best chance. Like
It
doing
could
some
well
shit
be.
like this might be the best chance.
So
Yeah.
it could well be, but strategies
Yeah.
that, like, I mean, I played a lot of these kind of strategies where you play a split strategy like this. Playing these split strategies with infantry has never worked. Like, split strategies with cav, you can make work. Not with him. I used to do this with Martel all the time. Like, with a quad cav, or 3 cav, 1 sandskirm.
I'm just
Martel's-
gonna
Yeah.
link you here a clip. This is what you're supposed to do with Boltons.
I think that's the end of the stream, which I'll, yeah. Thank you very much for anyone who's watching. Hopefully, it was useful. We're a bit down on it, but, like, this is a test game. There's some obvious playtest things, like, we're going to see changed again. We've already seen, like, this, like, Walder, for example, has already changed to version 3 version. So, if you check out the latest change, they're going to be changing, feels like almost daily now, which is not enough time to give effective feedback. So please, like, give us a week if they want us to play games. But thanks a lot for watching. And if you're watching, nice to see everybody. See you again.